Hello, my collective. This is Magic with Melly, and I'm here with a card reading for love or the highest good, whatever shall come through. But my intentions are to channel some love connections for y'all. And let's see what is good here. Spirit has a lot to say. I have a few decks, and this one that I'm shuffling that I'm handling is just giving me lots of chunks. So it's giving Spirit has a lot to say, but your person also has a lot to say, and they want it to come out right. They want to make sure they don't miss a thing, but they also don't want to miss you. So they might be giving you little doses of communication, and it's not the communication that you want. Like maybe you want an apology, you want an explanation, you want like this long paragraph or like this grand gesture, but it's giving this person has a lot that they're handling right now that they just, maybe what you're doing is adding to their plate right now, and they wish they can eat it up, but it's giving having to clean up a mess that happened before you. It's giving like your whole meal or your snack or whatever, like your 5-course meal, and you're just serving them this platter, like, and their dish is like full of just partially eaten things. Like, I don't know, like they weren't ready for you. It's definitely giving they weren't ready for you. So let's see what's gonna come out now that we channeled something out. Let's see some advice from Spirit for the highest good. Let's see what collective needs at this time in love. Ooh. So, surrender to setting limits. Oh my goodness. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. Okay. This could be about, definitely about boundaries, but it's giving someone's trying to work with your boundaries, and they definitely want to give you more than you're letting. But there's also being mindful of, like, when someone crosses your boundaries, it's okay to say no to them. It's okay to just be like, no, I don't want this person in my life, or I don't want this energy. Like, it's really giving, remember that no is a complete sentence. Like, you can say no with no explanation as well. Like, yeah, that's period. Yes is also a complete sentence too. Like, you don't have to elaborate either. Like, this person, maybe all they need is a yes or no from you. And someone's willing to constantly test your boundaries to see if they're in them. I don't know. It's giving getting out of your comfort zone. Surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us. Magic with Melly, I'm channeling your magic. Even in the mundane aspects of life, remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. How can your person find you if you're being like someone else? If you're trying to be something that you're not, it's just giving, just be yourself. Your person, the right person will find you when you're being yourself. You're going to find the love of your life doing what you love or pursuing what you love. No more, no less. It's giving, you might think it's going to be somewhere specific, but it's going to be just somewhere you don't expect at all. I thought that I was going to find my person going karaokeing, and I actually realized I was like really trying too hard. And then I ended up finding my person like in a very unexpected way. And it wasn't at karaoke. And it's giving like, I love karaoke, and I think it may have the chance that it would have happened at karaoke, it would have been. But then once I started trying too hard, it's like Spirit navigated a different way for it to happen. And so let's see what's going on for Collective. It's giving Collective's trying too hard to find love. Like, it's just going to happen. You might already have love. Like, your friends love you. Your family love. I'm not encouraging family. I'm not encouraging incest. But I'm saying you may be trying too hard when it comes to feeling and expressing love when you already have it in your life, and you may grow the love in your life by having gratitude for what's already there. So, and it might be even when you're hanging out with friends, in whatever setting you and your friends go to, and then you spot someone from across the room and you're just like, who's that? So it's giving relax. It's gonna happen. We have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. It's kind of wanting to be reversed though. So it's giving, when you try too hard in love, then it's gonna feel like love is hard. And love is work, yes, but it doesn't have to be that hard. It could just, it's giving, what makes it hard is our ego, our pride, the specifics in how we think something should have went or gone. Children, we have children. Okay. This card is coming up as just, maybe there are children involved where your person already has children with someone else, and that's a blockage. Maybe it's giving needing to know if your person wants kids or not. Maybe this person didn't have children in mind until you came in. Like, the way that they are living their life is not suitable for children. And so now they have to rework their lifestyle in order to fit you and the things that they want. Like, they had ideals, they had goals, they had, you know, they know what they want, but it's giving, maybe they weren't preparing themselves for what they want. They were becoming hopeless. Like, the things around them weren't showing worthwhile. And then you came along. Keep an open mind. Oh my goodness. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. I was channeling this the other day, like your person or you may have a type, and you have to remain open to the fact that your person may not be your type, because you could be just attracted to toxic, or your person is your type and you have too many people who are your type around you, and it's giving confusion. It's giving like you could intuitively be looking for your person and you kept manifesting like a lot of very similar people, and now it's just like they're all good options, but what is the option? It's giving maybe narrow things down a bit. Someone could benefit from being celibate. If you're really that confused, being celibate is going to help you in that regard. And it's also giving clarity. Someone cannot give you clarity until they've had clarity with someone else. I know that's not easy to hear, but they need to go through their own process. First kiss. Someone has been thinking about a first kiss, whether you've already had one or not. They are definitely craving. Someone has cravings for you, okay? Paradise. That came out in the last reading too, and I I thought I shuffled these really well, and it's giving, they came up together again because someone's just manifesting paradise with you. Okay, let's see what Spirit has to say else about your love connections. Butterflies. Okay, this one is reversed though, so I'm picking up healing your nervous system or making the changes in your life that are needed for your person to fit. It's giving, maybe someone has been single, and the single life is not a safe space for relationships. Okay, single life can be brutal. And so someone was showing you relationship material, and someone was not ready for relationship material, and someone wasn't looking for one, but now they want one because they think you're worth it. Someone's has relationship trauma to where they have been feeling jaded or burned by the idea of a relationship, and then here you come along showing like, not, it don't have to be like that. It can be enjoyable. It's giving, oh, the hot seat. This, I couldn't read it upside down for some reason. So someone here, it feels like there's a fire under someone's ass. Maybe you're a fire sign. Maybe you're like really quick to burn bridges. Like you're really warm, but then when someone does you dirty, you're quick to detach. You're just quick to put up the boundaries, and someone feels that heavy, but they realize why though. Like if the more you like let them in on what has happened to you, they see why you're so hot and cold, you're so like all or nothing. They understand, or they're trying to. Okay, this hot seat is giving, maybe you need to ask your person some really important questions to just like, this deck is from it's like the bachelorette themed, and so the hot seat's all about like having someone be center of attention and getting those like dying questions answered. Like people are dying to know, someone's dying to know certain things about you, and it could be about children, it could be about things in the bedroom, it could be goals, it could be things about your like other things with history, like your exes and why those things didn't work out. And this is just like putting all of it out on the table and not holding back, like just knowing exactly what you're working with. Because there could have been someone who fumbled here, and they want to know where they went wrong so they can try and make it right. But I'm also getting just wanting to know what you're working with. Like, so when you make mistakes, you know how to be forgiven, or you know you're not just going to be thrown out the door and stuff, because you like, I don't know, information is an investment. So if you're sharing information about yourself, it's helping this person be able to invest in you. So a new connection, yeah, it is going to be easy to remove them and block them, and it not affect you very much, but it's giving unfinished business. Like this person feels like there's unfinished business, and it's because there's some really important conversations and important questions to ask or to get on the table. Like just, it's giving closure. Like someone's not able to give you clarity because they need closure, or they need clarity with someone else. They need to know it's really done with someone else. That there is that they wouldn't take back certain things that happen, and that they you know, that someone doesn't still want to try and like put lessons that they learn on, like, you know, the things that you go through, they're for you, right? For you to grow as a person, for you to learn how to love, learn how to be in connections and such. And you could put that on anybody, right? Like, just because someone failed a few times doesn't mean that like there aren't ways that you can make up for it. I mean, there is, just all has been said and done. Like, there are chapters that are closed, but there are ones that there's like unfinished business. And so someone wants to make sure that there isn't unfinished business in some places. Like, I recently was telling my person, like, I need you to explore all your options and still choose me at the end of it. Like, it's kind of giving, like, I gave them the gist that, yeah, it's going to be really painful, but like, if you can't handle like feelings, then maybe, like, if you don't want to handle my feelings, like, this may not be reciprocated, because I'm willing to handle their feelings as I go through, you know, all my other options. Because it's giving, like, you or your person may think that they could have anybody they want. And it's like, it's true. You can have anybody you want, because you haven't explored and closed all those chapters. You haven't explored and closed all those cycles. It's giving, like, truly, like, the Bachelor, Bachelorette, like, everyone you're dating should kind of, it's like, it's emotional, it's, everyone knows about each other, it's competition, it's jealousy, it's choosing what's best for you, and that's like having multiple people shooting their shot and seeing who makes it. This card says the hopeless romantic. Oh my goodness. I think it's showing up reverse though, because it's giving, be more hopeful, be optimistic about your love life. Don't be pessimistic, because it's giving what doesn't work out is still working out for you, because it just brings you that much closer to where you're supposed to be. That's all. It's giving, live and you learn. Self-elimination. Oh, careful not to self-sabotage or like remove yourself because you feel so deeply. Like, trust that you feel it and you're feeling it for a reason. That this pain isn't forever. It's just, it's temporary. It's giving negative feelings are a normal reaction to something negative happening, or something fearful, potentially fearful happening, or something threatening happening, right? Like seeing your person with another person, you're just like, what is that? Like, and you're just like unraveling, like just breaking at the seams and such. It's giving like you might want to take yourself out of the equation because it hurts so much, but it's giving like love is worth the risk. Like, love, it hurts so good. Like, it just validate yourself that you have feelings and you're fine to have feelings. Like, someone maybe needs to heal emotional manipulation, like reaction abuse, and just someone who was narcissistic and just who is just a taker, just taking from anyone and anything that they can. And maybe you were a giver in that regard, where giving again feels painful. I'm seeing religious factors also. You may feel confined by social structures. Could be LGBTQ, could be you're in a marriage and you don't want to be. This card's giving free yourself though. It's giving whatever you want to do, you are free to do that. Your people pleasing tendencies is making you depressed. Surrender negative thinking. You could be empathic more than you acknowledge. Now, if the people around you don't like you, you're going to receive that when you're away from them intuitively. Some of you are afraid of being alone because you're afraid of the truth, because the truth hurts. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Forgive your parents. I'm getting notice your parents' coping mechanisms and then recognize them in yourself. That may be a big thing for collective here. On just a blockage when it comes to love, you may not realize something there. Okay, for the first time, I had a conflict slash confrontation with a parent of mine, and then afterwards, like directly in the middle of the confrontation, they became really belittling and they were getting increasingly aggravated. And then some of the abuse that I have experienced or have witnessed reawakened in the house, and it's giving since then, instead of fixing their issues, they put all the blame on me and just want me to not exist. And they were like not seeing me or acknowledging my existence or talking to me. And you may recognize, like, you know, this person, you know, is avoiding their problems, escaping, always like maybe escaping into addiction or escaping like in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's like gaslighting or blame shifting, or they literally just are never around. And then you have your own unique way of portraying that same coping mechanism. Like, it may be hard for you to detect because you internalized it and made it your own, but it's still like a similar coping mechanism. Like, there's a problem, and then how do they address their problems? Oh, they don't. How do they not address their problems? They escape, or they have an addiction, or they have this. And it's like, whatever you recognize in your parent, you may find that reflected in you in your own unique way, because you have your own unique set of experiences that made you who you are and why. But it's safe to love yourself. This card literally came up. It's safe for you to love, whether it's yourself or the people around you, but open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I'm hearing someone's been waiting for you to be open to something new. I'm hearing someone wants to do new things with you, create new memories. They see how you're sort of stuck in the past or stuck in the same cycles with the same people, and they want to grant you some sort of vacation or escape, create a life that you don't want to escape from even. And I'm gonna leave the reading there, friends. That's some heavy energies with the parents, but I mean, it's I've been channeling, like, if it's not working out in your intimate connections, because you need to heal the connections that you started with. So your parents, your siblings, your friends that were your friends in childhood, in middle school, high school, like, how did those connections go? You know, you could have repeated patterns for years, and now you're undoing all those things, and it's giving back to square one with the parents. Now that you're of age to understand that your parents are human and that you're human, it's giving going through hell so that you can find your divine counterpart. Because you may not be able to recognize your divine counterpart until you do the proper healing for your counterpart to be around. It's giving, because your divine counterpart is protected. Like, your connection is protected. So if you're not ready, they're not going to be around. And when you are ready, they're going to show up. And then they may also show up a little early as motivation, because it just depends on where you're at on the hopeless romantic kind of scene. I'm hearing go supply shopping for that hobby or that project that you've been putting off. Get yourself excited for your dreams to come true, because it's giving the universe didn't plant a dream in your heart space for you to not do anything about it. So it's time to start doing things about it. Okay, stay magical. This was Magic with Melly.